Welcome to the Zenshin Self-Defense Academy. We are still at the EAT Dojo, and today we're going to talk about my ideas about who we should train with and what we should train. So, in a nutshell, there are teachers out there, and I have personally ran into some of these people who say, if you're going to train with me, you have to train at my dojo with me and no one else, period. Those people are terrified that you're going to find something else that you like or something else that works. They're terrified of that. There's no other reason. There's no other reason someone would say something like that. I say this: go train with whoever you can find to train with, and train in any style you have interest in, even when you're training with me. And I shouldn't even say even with, especially when you're training with me. Go out and find other people that do things differently than I do, even if it's the same generalized style. Go out and find somebody else that trains in the same system or style that I do in general. I mean, you're not going to find too many people that have a mix like mine, but go out and find somebody else that trains something you're interested in. Don't care who it is, don't care where it is, don't care what style it is. If you find it interesting, go train with them. Absolutely. I encourage anybody that trains with me to go out and train with other people. If they decide one day that what I've got to offer isn't good enough for them or isn't exactly what they want, more power to them. More power to them. You know, the closest I've ever came to an instructor that refused to allow people to train with anybody else. And as a matter of fact, they had to sign a contract that stated that they would not train anywhere else. It wasn't me directly. It was a cousin of mine who was training in a Taekwondo school. And that person had to sign a paperwork that stated that as long as they were at that training facility, they were not allowed to go train with anybody else. They weren't allowed to watch any videos. They weren't allowed to look at any magazines. They weren't allowed to look at anything unless it came directly from that school. And this person was serious about it too. As a matter of fact, my cousin, at some point while training there, many years of training there, let it slip that they were interested in some kung fu style. I don't remember what it was, but it was a kung fu style that they were interested in learning more about. And that's all that was needed to be said. And their instructor stripped them of their black belt and kicked them out of the school until they came back and begged forgiveness. And I'm not even exaggerating. My cousin had to beg for forgiveness, which they did. Anyway, whole nother story. I got a complete story on that one. But, yeah, no. No. I think everybody, no matter what style you train, I think everybody should go out and find other things that they're interested in and train in that as well. Now, if you feel like you can't handle more than one system at a time, you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have the energy, whatever, that's fine as long as you choose not to do it. But if you're capable and willing, I say go for it. So anybody who trains with me is more than welcome. As a matter of fact, I encourage, go find something else. Watch massive amounts of video on other systems. Read as many books and magazines and talk to as many people as you can about martial arts. Go train with whoever you want to go train with. If you continue to come back, you continue to come back. If you decide that what I've got isn't worthy enough for you, go somewhere else. I'm just as happy for you as if you'd stay with me. So that's my my little bit of tidbit for today.